Alright guys, we're live again. So the last few days our videos weren't working, or the audio wasn't working properly. I had a different setup on my computer. Anyhow, let's get back to the chase and let's see what Bitcoin's doing. So since nobody was able to hear us, so I did this rising wedge a couple days ago, and then particularly yesterday we said there was some sort of, well, now that we look at this, we have a couple flags we can point out. We have one here, and then we kind of have another one right here. And this is I looked at this sort of like a cup and handle as well. See, cup and handle, and then that move took us to where our target was. Right here, got rejected. We got rejected two more times. Now we are at the bottom of this. I was saying in the earlier live stream that we had to take down that if we can't break back above this, we head back down. So we're heading down right now as we speak, which is interesting. Let me just remove these for now. So there's not too many lines, and focus on what we're doing. So right now the 1 hour, it was pointing when we first did it. It was pointing up, and I said it was bullish. And the 1 hour has to take us above it. But now we're pointing way back. So that means the 4 hour was, you see now, the 4 hour was doing like this. Now the 4 hour was going to keep going. So that's going to take us back all the way to 60K. We'll see how this 65K support holds. And we actually see like an M pattern right here, you see? Or an Adam and Eve. You see right here? So that's going to take us all the way down, at least to this area right here. Now, if this is what's happening in a larger time frame, you can either zoom out to the daily and see that things are not that bad. We're still in an uptrend. I mean, we're still pointing up in the stochastics. We don't have any. We're still recovering from the previous dump or consolidation, whatever you want to call it. And right now, it's not like we're making a bearish divergence or anything. So 15 minute 50 minutes is vigorous. Let's see. 50 minute we were extremely overbought. Now we have to go back down here to the oversold region. But since we broke this trend line, we can expect more downside. And we closed below the 200 moving average, so you can short right there and target. Let's see what the targets. So you see what we actually did break out. So these are all incorrect now. You see, I did say in the previous video that these are moving tight. These moving averages are really tight, so it's gonna make a move either one way or the other. And I did see we were in some sort of falling wedge here as well. You can say you can say this, or I would like to say this because you have 3 points that covered. So we broke above, came back down, and then we had to go down. So we're gonna be in a downtrend for some time because we closed below the 200 on the 5 minute, of course the 1 minute as well. You see we fell below, closed below, couldn't break back above the 200, so that acted as resistance. Now it's back down here. Now, but the 1 minute seems to be making some sort of move here. We have a bullish divergence, so the price is lower, while the yellow RSI line is making a higher low. So that's always a good sign. Now so when we do these, we have to make sure that we break back above the 21 moving average, and then the 50 and so on. If we start to see the 21 start to curve, that's a good indication that we could have a reversal and might be a good time to get in. But if this is, by the time we get back up here to this trend line, and the stochastics are really high, then we're just basically retesting this larger this larger trend line, the bottom of this trend line, because that's the rising wedge, right? So we will be retesting whether or not we break above and stay within the pattern, or we just dump all the way. I was looking at the total market cap earlier. Now this is all back down. It was at 1.7, 1.6% or so. Ethereum and the rest of the market was moving a lot more. Now we kind of have those gains. Total three. So basically, the money is in Ethereum and altcoins. Right now, Bitcoin is not as much because you see Bitcoin's dominance got back down to the 54 region. But because we are in this falling wedge, we don't have anything to be fearful about. We're just at the bottom of this trend line, so expect this to bounce. But because the stochastics are high too, so that might not be a good sign. We have to look at other indicators. 1 hour things will pump. And Tether is pumping, yeah. So if Tether breaks out of this falling wedge, that's a flag. That's a huge flag. We don't even have to take the whole thing. We can even take it to this bottom here, and that means people are going to be stocking up Tether. That means all the altcoins will be demolished. Bitcoin and Ethereum will take a hit if this plays out. But stokes are high, so the chances are we have to look at the 4 hour. 4 hour looks like we're gonna keep going, so the 4 hour could supersede the 1 hour. Daily is low, and it's still heading down. We might be on a move back up to the 200 and then come back down, so that Bitcoin could recover. Bitcoin stokes for the daily is looking nice. 4 hour is also looking nice, and the 1 hour, yes, suggests that we are making a move back up to at least to the top of this trend line, or maybe hit a few resistances here at 54.93. It just depends on how Bitcoin does for the day. At least we want to be sure what's going on here. The 1 hour is still pointing down. See, the stokes are pointing down. The RSI is pointing down. So everything is pointing down right now. So everything is dependent on smaller time frames. 30 minutes pointing down. 15 still pointing down. 5 minute is pointing up now. Finally, yeah. So the bearish divergence did play out, but whether we can hold the 1 minute, if we can hold this, get pinned, and then have the 5 minute, the 3 minute, take over while the 15 resets, and then we can go back up. So if we were to play this, so right now, let's see what else we can see here. Because I'm doing this live, right? It's gonna take some time. If I draw this, it's like a ascending triangle. We broke out of this ascending triangle, but if we do break back in and we do go like sideways like this, what could end up happening is this ascending triangle could break up. So I did have this measured move back to the top of the pattern. So we could either break up here or break up here. If we break up later, chances of breaking above this, if we zoom out right here, we had this falling wedge here, right? Or we can say, I wouldn't say it's now, because we had this ascending triangle. Oh, sorry, symmetric triangle, right? Let's turn off these. So I would say it could still play out, right? We could still be retesting this bottom of this symmetric triangle, and then dump, because then you can't really break back inside the pattern. We're like almost at the end of it, right? Or you could say that could take us, to the upside. What is the measure move to the upside? It would be huge if we do. It'll be 85k, and then I don't expect this to be happening. This is not a financial advice. So everybody is just predicting due to the based on the charts. Nothing is 100%. So that's what I see. Even if we do break back, we could not we closed here, but then we broke back inside. We had some scrap here. So nobody thinks right now. If you ask anybody that we break back above 68k and hold 70k, might be a stretch right now, given the charts. But that's what I see right now, and yeah, it looks like it's gonna dump. 15, 15 is still dumping. You see, it's not really doing much. And yeah, so the Stokes for the 1 minute had it's coming down now. So this, as long as we don't close below this bottom here, this could still be our local low, right? We could go further down, and you see this doesn't touch this low here, and then I could still have a low like that, you know. And then we could still go lower, and we still have the bullish divergence. We shall see, but that's what I'll be watching for the day. So that's it for this edition of the technical analysis. I hope everybody has learned something, and make sure to subscribe and follow all our actions by turning on the notification bell, and I'll see you in the next video.